Hello everybody, I'm Dawn Campbell, Director of the IAPC&M, and today I'm here with the lovely Lorna Phillips, who is a coach, a mentor, a legal eagle, and also a co-author of our new book. So welcome, Lorna.
Thank you very much, Dawn. It's great to be with you.
You're very welcome. So it's early in the morning for you in Jamaica. You haven't quite started your day, so thank you for choosing to spend it with me. Perhaps firstly, you would just tell us a little bit about what brought you to this point where you became a coach, because I know that you're a professional in the legal field. So how did you make that transition and then becoming an author?
Yeah, well, it's actually a very interesting story. I started my life as a coach, curiously enough, my professional career as a coach. I didn't know it then. I was invited to do what they call training for a government organization in my hometown in Birmingham, England. And I was a trainee, and I went into it completely blind, Dawn, full of anticipation for this adventure that I was on. And you know what they say about ducks and water? I just loved it. I loved this sort of, I call it an inside out way of learning. It was, nobody was telling you what you were supposed to know. You were encouraged to discover it for yourself. And I just thought it was phenomenal. Years later, I came to understand that it's really coaching, and what I was doing was team coaching or group coaching. But yeah, I took on to the method and continued doing it throughout my professional career as a lawyer. So I'd always planned to train as a lawyer. So this coaching thing, I stumbled upon it really. So in the end, I just carried on doing both of them at the same time. So I've been practicing as a lawyer for nearly 30 years, and I've been doing coaching for about 35 years. Wow. So, and I do them both together, curiously enough. So I have a
mentoring as well.
I'm mentoring as well, yes. Well, they're sort of very similar. The modalities are very similar. Yeah. So it's not difficult to combine both of them. Yeah. I have a coaching practice and I have a legal practice as well.
Yeah, fantastic. So what were people have all sorts of reasons for deciding to write a book, but what were your reasons for contributing to the IAPC&M's first book, How to Win Clients and Keep Them, which is obviously a very hot topic, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the opportunity was just too good to miss, frankly, because having essentially developed two practices, one in coaching, one in lawyering, and being an entrepreneur myself, I felt that I'd learned quite a lot over the 30 odd years of practicing, and I felt I had something to share. And what was wonderful for me was a little alarming at first, but also worked out to be beautiful, was working with other authors. The ideas I had in my mind initially to share, I found that other authors had also had those bright ideas to share. So when we had our first meeting, I had to come up with a slightly different approach. And it just seemed automatic to me. I have a very strong spiritual life. And so it was automatic to me to perhaps make my contribution from a spiritual perspective. So what made me do it? Wanting to share, wanting to give back, and also wanting to do a little bit of self-exploration, I would call it. Through writing, it's very cathartic for one, as most writers know. And on the journey, you definitely plunge the inner depths of your own thinking, your own mind, your own heart. So it's a good way of getting to know yourself, I think. So that's my reasons.
Yeah, good. What about some of the challenges? Because you're a busy lady with a couple of businesses. What were some of the challenges of sticking to the discipline? Because obviously if you're co-authoring, there is a timetable, as opposed to when you're writing your own book, you can take as long as you like.
Correct. Well, everything's a double-edged sword, isn't it? So I liked the fact that there was there were guardrails, so to speak. So you had timelines that you had to keep. But also they were a nuisance as well, because as you rightly say, I'm very, very busy. My timetable is packed. But I enjoy the discipline. I like to have that, I like timelines and I like milestones. So it's very, very important. And it works out really well. So I enjoyed it. the adrenaline, I think, also drives you to do your best work. So I thoroughly enjoyed the process.
Good. Pleased to hear it. So people listening to this little promo snippet, what can they expect? So 2 or 3 gems from reading your chapter then, Lorna.
Oh, fascinating. So having decided to write it from a spiritual perspective, for readers who are interested even just a little bit in spirituality, I think they'll find it quite intriguing, the method I use to explain the journey. So I use a business metaphor of a business partner and managers, which really, well, the reader will find out who they are when they come to read the chapter. But the first and the most important thing really is self-discovery. You really have to find your spiritual self. Once you locate your spiritual self, you're well on your way. And I think that's the most important thing I want readers to get. So I delve into that first of all. And then the rest of it is, well, some fun little gems of characters that you need to put on your team to really help you to ground yourself on a spiritual journey to success. The one thing I would say is that it's a remarkable journey to go on, and I would encourage people to go on it anyway. And what people have said to me who have read the chapter is that it's not just for solopreneurs or business people. Anyone who's on a journey of self-discovery or wants to be successful in any area of their life will benefit from reading not just my chapter, but the other chapters too. It's really a book that's packed with gems that someone should be delving into over and over and over again. It's a wonderful venture, I think.
And certainly the feedback we've had is it's quite a unique story, not just from the way that it's told, but the vision that we had for the book in terms of, you know, where the world is going, the global consciousness, what does spirituality mean to different people, what is the definition of success, and so on. So I think that answers some of those questions, doesn't it?
Absolutely does, yeah, it does. And it's a really good introduction for people who are not very far on that journey. And it opens up lots of pathways for people to pursue. And it's not religious, and that's an important distinction, I think. Religion is people can go ahead and make their own choices about which religion to pursue. Spirituality is for everyone. We're all spiritual beings. So this exploration is for everyone.
And some wouldn't see the link between spirituality and the way that you do business necessarily.
Oh, absolutely, there's a link. I mean, all the people that we're doing business with, they're all spiritual beings as well. So whether they're aware of it or not, once you're able to access the tools and practice the rules and the principles to bring success into their lives. It doesn't matter that they don't understand how it's done. What matters is you understand how it's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that. So what's next in your life, Lorna? What other projects have you got, if any?
I've got lots of projects.
I know you always do.
I'd like to write again, and I have a couple of ideas on the burner of what I'd like to write and how I'd like to make a further contribution. I have obviously business projects that I want to pursue, want to grow Back to Life, which is my mentoring organization. You know, I also want to make more contributions in law. I still haven't finished my work in the legal field and the writing that I do for law. So, lots and lots of things. Yeah.
So how can people find you then, Lorna? I mean, obviously you're on the IAPC&M directory, not just as an individual coach and mentor, but also as a training provider. So what would be another way that somebody could find you and find out more about what you do and what you offer?
Okay, so I have a website, which is coachingforconsciousleadership.com, all one word, or they can find me through my law firm, which is Nicholson Phillips, attorneys at law in Chile. And if you just Google either of those, they'll lead a straight path to my door.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time. Many successes more to come, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us this morning, Lorna.
Thank you so much, Dawn. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.